Hello, and welcome to the 161 Enthalpy Lab. In this lab, we're going to be measuring the heat of several reactions. First, we're going to be making our own calorimeter and burning two types of Triscuits along with a candle. We have a digital temperature probe hooked up to our little Vernier Lab Quest. Here I am building the calorimeter according to the procedure. And for each time we make a measurement on this calorimeter, we're going to fill it up with 200 milliliters of water. There, that's how our setup looks. Initial temperature, 25.5 degrees. Now I'm going to weigh out half of Triscuit A. There's the mass. Balance it just right. See if I can get it to catch on fire. There's another look at the initial temperature. Once the Triscuit burns out, we'll give the water a quick little stir, get that final temperature. And after it's all burnt, we'll go weigh the leftovers. Now we move on to Triscuit B. Initial mass. And I just about forgot that initial temperature of water, but got it right before we lit it. This one's burning all kind of crazy. Try to get as much heat under the can as we can. And when it goes out, we got some bits and a final temperature. We're weighing the little bits. And the leftover for Triscuit B weighs this part. We're measuring the heat of a wax tea light candle. So I'm refilling another 200 milliliters of water, and we'll get rid of our Triscuit holder and put that candle just 1 inch under our calorimeter. First, we're going to weigh the candle before. There we go. Okay, and we're going to burn this candle until we see a 10-degree temperature change. So we're looking for 35.5 degrees. Now I'll put the camera in a tripod and we'll watch it go up 10 degrees, sped up 20 times. That should do it. Put out the candle. I decided not to blow the candle out because I didn't want to spray wax all over the bench top. Final temperature. And then after cooling for 10 minutes, we'll weigh the mass of the candle. For this next part, we're going to be dissolving some solids in 50 mils of water, and I've, following the procedure, pipetted 50 milliliters of water into a graduated cylinder. We're going to take 1 gram calcium chloride after grinding it up. There we go. Put our 50 milliliters of water in a little styrofoam cup with a stir bar. Measure that initial temperature on the computer. We're going to do 30 seconds at the initial temperature and then dump the solid in, recording every 10 seconds for 5 minutes. See that this temperature went up. And after 5 minutes, you get this graph. This will be available for download, or you can just look at here where the temperature maximum is compared to the temperature initial. Moving on to ammonium nitrate. I've ground that up in a different mortar and pestle. And there's your 1 gram. Brand new 50 milliliters of water in the cup, recording the initial temperature, which is the same as before. Now we add our gram of ammonium nitrate and we see that temperature goes down. After 5 minutes, we get this graph. You can see the temperature initial and the temperature final. Next, we're going to react an acid and a base. So I have pre-measured 25 milliliters of HCl, 25 milliliters of ammonium hydroxide. We're going to get the initial temperature by just putting one of them in the styrofoam cup. Let's get that computer started up again. Now I'm going to add the other. You see that increased? Just like before, we'll let it go 5 minutes, and you get this graph. Now you have all the information from this video to fill out your DAS. And if you have any questions, there's tons of online TAs available to help you. See you later.